is happening now, today, February 5th, 2026. Ain't no more buying snacks, chips, and cookies and sodas and all of this shit with that EBT. Know why? I went to the store to buy that thinking I'm fit to swipe my EBT card real quick and I swiped.
To the what? Oh my gosh. I was really going to be very subtle and nice about this, but when she tried to say store and she couldn't pronounce the T because of obvious reasons, that's wild. Listen,
I went to the store to buy that thinking I'm fit to swipe my EBT card real quick and I swiped it. And then she was like, balance 639. And I'm like, what is you talking about, girl? All that is food. And she steady can't figure it out. Okay, go get the manager. So when the manager come, y'all, she had to hit me with the, you know, the orange face man. Orange face man, what? Y'all know that shit when they was like, oh, you ain't gonna be able to buy snacks and all that shit with your EBT. It's happening now today. So the only thing I was able to buy with EBT was oil and milk.
missing teeth, front teeth, and complaining that you can't buy sugar and candy and snacks is as ironic as it gets right there. Before we get into the next clip, y'all, if you could like the video, I greatly appreciate it. It only takes a second, and it actually does help out more than you know. So if you could like, I'd greatly appreciate it.
So Trump will be ending housing funding, and I will be one of the people that will no longer have housing. I've worked so hard for my housing in New York City. It's not easy to live here, but this is nationwide. And I don't make enough with my disability and my union stuff and to be able to house myself. I don't know what I'm going to do. I got the email today. I have until the summer to figure it out. I was lied to, big time. Because the program that I was supposed to be on is funded, but I'm still in the program that is being defunded. Right before I was supposed to transition to the other program, they cut the funding. I don't know what to do. I have no backup. I have no family. I can't run home to mom or dad's house. They're gone. I can't run to my family's houses. They're gone. It's in God's hands now.
Before we get there, I mean, it might be in your hands, right? If I'm not mistaken, when we're talking about things like he said he doesn't make enough with his disability, and it was something else that both sound like federal programs, as well as even if they're not necessarily federal, I would think you could just reapply for them in a new state because he's saying he doesn't make enough. But what I'm ultimately saying is, yeah, you live in New York. You live in one of the top 2 or 3 most expensive states in the country. So it would make sense that those alone would not be enough to survive in New York. It seems like he doesn't have kids. It seems like he mentioned he doesn't have any family. So there's nothing tying you to that state. It sounds like you just don't get to live in New York. You need to go somewhere with a cheaper cost of living to where the assistance that you're getting for whatever it is that you're dealing with, it will stretch a lot further. It will go a lot further, and you will be able to more sustainably be able to take care of yourself. I mean, that's ultimately what it comes down to. It's going to be very hard for anybody to come out here complaining about them trying to survive in New York, California, or Miami. I'm sorry. As soon as you say one of those states, I'll have the immediate solution right there. Let's go ahead and get into the next clip.
My friend and I ended up falling out because she decided to drop her baby off unannounced to go meet up with a man on Instagram that she met less than a month ago. So last weekend she texted me, she's like, hey, what are you doing tonight? I tell her, I say, I'm just relaxing, just chilling, I'm in the house for tonight. She says, okay, perfect, because I need a favor. Now, before I'm even able to text her back and say, hey, like, what's up, like, what do you need? She texts me, she said, oh, I'm dropping a baby off at 6 o'clock. Now, granted, I've kept her son before on multiple occasions, and it was no problem before, but it was always planned. There was never anything abrupt or saying that I'm dropping the baby off. It's always, can I drop the baby off? So that was a red flag right there for me. So I called her because I'm a little bit confused, because what do you mean you're dropping your son off to me? So when we get on the phone, she said, yeah, I met this guy on Instagram a couple weeks ago. He wants to go out for drinks. I really need this night out. Now, granted, being a single parent, I totally understand, like, you need a night out, but don't assume that I'm going to just keep your kid because we're friends. Now, if it was an emergency, cool. But to go meet a man that you just met, no. So when I tell her, I'm like, don't assume that I'm available to keep the kid because I'm staying in the house tonight. She says, well, I thought that you wouldn't mind because you always said that you love him. Love doesn't matter. So at this point, she proceeds to drop her son off. And I kind of just let it fly. I'm like, okay, fine, I'll keep the kid, but this doesn't need to happen again. So she tells me, she's like, I'll be back around 10:30, not too late. Cool. So mind y'all, she said she was going to be back around 10:30. Why she didn't get back to my house until 1:30 to get her kid? So at this point, the baby is asleep. She comes in laughing, joking, being loud, and everything like that. I literally have the baby in one arm and the baby stuff in the other because you were supposed to be back a couple hours ago. So the fact that you would literally sit there and waste my time like that, I don't appreciate that. So she tells me, she has the audacity to say, girl, please don't be mad. The night went a little bit longer than I expected. You damn skippy. So I tell her, I said, a little bit late. You were supposed to be back at 10 o'clock. She sits there and she rolls her eyes at me as if I'm the crazy one. So as I'm standing there pissed off, she literally says, oh, I didn't think it was that serious. I just needed a break. You're the parent, not me. Now, this is the fact that I broke the camel's back. Do y'all know she had the audacity to tell me, you don't even have kids. You don't know how hard it is to be a single parent. I thought you would be a little bit more supportive of me instead of judging me.
Wow.
Excuse me? Okay. So at this point, I didn't want to argue. The baby was sleeping. It's late. Go ahead, take your baby. Be safe. Keep it pushing. I wake up the next morning. Do y'all know this bitch blocks me? She blocks me on everything. Instagram,
Wow.
Facebook, Twitter. I don't even use Twitter. TikTok. Every single thing that she could think of, she literally blocked me. So at this point, I kind of leave it alone because me and my friends were big on communication for the most part, I thought. So at this point, I kind of just give her space. Keep pushing. But this is what got it. Tell me why my cousin sends me a screenshot of something that a bitch posted on her Facebook. The meme says something about real friends help friends without keeping score. But the caption is what got it. The caption reads, y'all moms know sometimes we need one night to breathe. If you don't get it, you're not my tribe. Hashtag single mom life.
Wow.
Hashtag cutoff season. For one, bitch, don't nobody use hashtags like that. You're pressed. So now I'm the bad guy. Okay. So mind you, this was last weekend. So Thursday night, I go to Target, right? I run into a mutual friend. She asked me, she said, oh, have you talked to such and such? And I'm like, no, because, I tell her what happened. She looks at me as if she's seen a ghost. So she just looks at me with a confused face. She goes, that's so crazy because she's sitting up here telling people that you begged to babysit and then decided to switch up when she...
Vicinity immediately. Get away from this person. This is not a friend. Man, some of y'all ladies, why y'all decide to befriend certain people who clearly have certain character traits that are just vile, I don't know. But let me say this too, because let's tie it back to what we talk about. This is the origin story right here. Let me explain. Notice what's happening. Whenever they get across my desk, and now all of a sudden they're in these states of destitution, they don't know what they're going to do. They have nobody. They don't know anybody that can help them, just like the first dude just said. It's because of instances like this. They had people who was willing to reasonably help them, but they just had to keep on overstepping. And then eventually they just go too far. As well as the self-inflicted wounds. Because not only did she lose something in the process, because it sounds like she lost a good friend. I'm talking about the offender. It sounds like she's about to lose a really good friend who has no obligation to help her. But let's be real. She came back at 1:30 in the morning, so she just gained something too. Not only are they pushing people away, but they're getting pregnant again at the same time. So she probably just conceived another baby that night. And this is how it's just going to keep on adding up. If you needed a breather with just one child, how do you think it's going to be when you have two? But they go out and they make these reckless decisions, these impulsive decisions, these decisions based solely off of passion. And then when they finally end up in the hole that they've buried or that they've dug for themselves, then all of a sudden, we don't want to address that. I just need help now, and I don't want to take any accountability, any responsibility for how I even ended up here. When the writing's on the wall right here. But who thinks anybody can tell her anything?
Y'all, it's your girl Nikki. And I don't never get on here and try to dismantle nobody's situation or none of that because I wish the best for all of y'all. But I'm going to always get on here and speak the truth and keep it real with y'all. I'm not here to hurt your feelings, to insult you, or make you feel bad in any way. So please don't take offense to this video. But I am going to keep it real because that's what I do. And if you don't want to go any further with this video, stop it now. Section 8 and food stamps is going to eventually end. Whether y'all want to hear that or not, you can come on up under the comments and start arguing. That's on you. Listen to the truth. Stuff is going to hit the fan. God is coming back. Y'all need to get y'all shit together. Stock y'all house up with non-perishable items, tissue, water. Do what all you need to do in order for you and your family to survive and to stay afloat. This is no joke. Food stamps and Section 8 is eventually going to end. Just like they eased us into it, they easing us out of it. And if you take offense to anything that's the truth, you need to go reevaluate yourself. Because some people just don't like the truth. Some people like a lie so that it can make them feel good. I don't got no lie to tell you, so get your ass off my motherfucking post. Like I said, just like they used to try to make us work for the food stamps back in the 90s, in the Work First or whatever that program was, I was in it. Had me getting on the bus, meeting the bus somewhere and driving all the way to Palatine some damn well in some factory just for some food stamps. They're trying to make you work at least 80 hours a month or something like that. I don't know. They're going to take Section 8, get y'all shit together, save y'all some money, get y'all kids, save yourself. Stop doing drugs, stop popping pills, stop.
Don't try to say 80 hours a month. I'm not saying she has bad intentions, but 80 hours a month sounds bad. Just call it for what it is, 20 hours a week, which is nothing.
Hanging out, stop all this YN shit, stop all this black on black crime. The government don't give a shit about us. They finna take all that shit. So if y'all don't want to hear the truth, get off this post. It's that simple. Block me. Keep scrolling. Because the truth will set you free. Do I love food stamps? Hell yeah. Do I need the food stamps? Hell yeah. Do I want to go through all they putting me through to get the food?
Listen, one thing that I keep noticing is how she has to keep on prefacing, you can leave if you don't want to hear this truth. You can leave if you don't want to hear this truth. Listen, you don't have to state the obvious. Just say the truth, because I have the same philosophy. I'm not going to come online and start lying. I might be a little tactful and diplomatic at times, like I did with the first clip of the woman who was who was missing her front teeth, because I could have said a lot of things, but I was restrained. But I'm not gonna lie, and as long as you don't lie, for one, the truth will resonate for who it's supposed to, as well as it's gonna age well. It's gonna age just like fine wine. So she's trying to do, what is it, like when the PR person tries to come and clean everything up, like she's trying to clean it up from the beginning. Now, just say the truth. We need more people just saying the truth, because ultimately when you don't get the truth, you're still going to get those results, those negative results that you really don't want. So give people a chance. Just like the clip where the young lady who has no kids had the friend with a kid, and the friend with the kid is trying to act like her kid is both of their responsibility or something, like they're supposed to be raising the kid together. And then when she gave the friend a little bit of truth, a little bit of reality, and tried to really just put forth a boundary, she lashed out and she showed her true colors, which is beautiful. Now, if you decide to ignore that sign that you were shown, she showed you her true colors. So now it's up to you to believe her. But if you choose to ignore that and you choose to continue to keep something as volatile as that around you moving forward, then best believe some of your outcomes are going to be tied up with their outcomes as well. But if you can try to turn it around, which it seems like she can't, then great. You just bless somebody. You just help somebody. And maybe you all can continue on the path together, iron sharpening iron. But we'll leave it there for today, y'all. If you could like the video, I greatly appreciate it. It only takes a second. It does help out tremendously. Also, if you could hype the video, hype is a new feature that YouTube offers where it helps smaller content creators like myself. And basically, when you hype, it actually pushes smaller content creators to the extent that it pushes the larger content creators. So all you do is press the hype button just like you press the like button on mobile device, and it shows the points, and smaller content creators get more points. So that is an advantage that I have currently. So we can definitely take advantage of that, and thank everyone for all the likes, all the engagement. It has been helping a lot. And then also Patreon's link below if you want to see self-improvement content. But again, I'll catch you in the next video, and thanks for watching.